Hello, everybody. My name is Matt in a Hat, and this is Return to Eberron, Cult of the Godseed. And here I have with me some good friends of mine, and we're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. And we are rejoining our little quest as we help our companion Olena Pyranim in a in an effort to breach some of Zendrik's forest and find an ancient or lost giant ritual ground. And apparently, there's this big sort of stone statue there that she's really interested in. That it's got some old runes and things on it that she believes is here, and we've agreed to help her to find that and to get through this forest. So that's what we're up to today with our adventurers. Last time we we landed here on Zendrik and got to know Stormreach a little bit. We travelled around the districts and found all sorts of different people and different things. We met our friend Olena, and we had our doubts as to if she was, really on our side, or if she just wanted some everything for herself. And it turned out that she does genuinely want to help us, but she also wanted a favor because she was really excited, perhaps overly excited, about her archaeological discovery. And we met a few other people and chatted some to them, but really that sort of leads us to where we are. Now, just trying to find. Oh, there we go. But I don't have. Let me just see if I can pull. Yeah, pull her token up. Oh, she's massive. There we go. Alright, and she's going to be obviously amongst the party. I'm guessing that Bastion's probably going to be up front and centre, with the others sort of hanging around. Obviously, you can move your own tokens as we go, and we are just in the forest. Our airship has landed. We have been travelling through this forest terrain for about 2 hours now, so we're about 2 hours away from our airship, and it is about 11 a.m. It is a beautiful day, sunny, but not too hot. Under the eaves of the forest, it's a little bit warmer than under the sun directly, because the trees kind of absorb all of the heat and project it sort of downwards, but it's still not what I would term terribly uncomfortable. There's no danger of getting exhausted or heat struck. In this case, we've bought ourselves plenty of water. We also made sure that we had plenty of resources and had everything that we needed. We changed our garb to be a little bit lighter, wearing some lighter armors to make sure that we didn't get too hot here in the forest. And I will answer that question about the armor class of this particular armor in a moment. First, I would like for everyone to introduce themselves, and so let's do this. We'll go to Bastion first, then to Felice, then to Don, and then to Lana, and we will introduce ourselves and just a sentence or two about your character and what you're excited about or worried about as we're exploring this strange, unknown forest. Go ahead, guys.
Hello, my name's Bones. I'm playing Bastion, the Clockwork Warforged Cleric. He's currently seeking redemption for his past actions and is hoping that this trip will give him at least a measure of peace.
Excellent.
I am Chris Johnson, and I am playing Kofi Jones. She is a archaeology student at Moorgrave University in Sharn, and she's looking for a connection between the Fae and the elves as part of her thesis for her degree. And so she's very excited to be on an expedition again and potentially having an opportunity to learn some things that may help her as well as solve the problems that we're seeking to resolve.
Excellent.
I am playing the role of Dawn, a wild half-orc druid who is back in his element of the wilderness, invigorated by the fresh air and the living things all around us.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
And I am Lana May, the human rogue. And she's enjoying the lighter clothes, but maybe not so much the insects.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be nasty.
They're not enjoying the insects either.
Yeah, she says as ants crawl all over her in my office.
We have ants in here at the moment.
Oh. real life ants.
We go above and beyond when we're gaming.
For immersion.
You know.
Wow, commitment. All right. What I might do, if it's all right with you, Chris, are you able to turn yourself down just a tiny tad? Just the level of you compared to everyone else is a little bit high. So I'll just get you to quickly look at that for us. All right. So let me find this information here. Eberron, and we're looking at source books. I'm pretty sure that this breastplate is actually a breastplate's stats, but it is not metal and it's light. Is kind of what's going on here. Let's make sure of that while we're finding things. Where are we? Which one is
Wouldn't the main difference be that it's treated as medium armor and you get like +1 to your normal dex cap?
Yeah, it has that, but we didn't see a base for it, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find the base now for you.
Yeah. I already adjusted for the dex. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful. All right. I'm not terribly concerned about it right now.
No.
But it should definitely be higher than what you had.
I didn't. I sent that before, like a while ago, so before the game started. So we can catch that later.
Yeah. All right. Let's catch that a little bit later as to exactly what the AC is, just because I'm scrambling here.
It's +5 AC with the +4 dex max.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, you are where you guys are. There's, obviously you've been cutting yourself through some trees. There's been some vines along the way. Sometimes you've had to wander around massive outcroppings of rock. Sometimes the brush or the undergrowth has been too heavy to push yourself through, so you've had to go around, and you've emerged. You've been. There's been a very, very faint path that's long since overgrown, but there is evidence that people have travelled here before, but not for a very long time, and that's kind of what you followed as you've come down into the forest further. You know that there's still quite some time before we reach where we're going. It's going to be about another 5 or so days. But sorry. Yeah.
It's not a magic bonus. It's a yes.
All right, I'll let you guys sort that out. You guys have come into this area, and just off to your right, you can see an object. It is ovoid, but it has these strange leaf-like sides to it that sort of, I guess if I was to try and make a simile, I suppose it would be a little bit like silver beet, but much larger, with that sort of crumply, dark green, foldy kind of leaf. But each of them are about 6 feet long or so, and they're curling up from the ground. And there's one on each side of this oval object, and you can see that it is just once every few seconds, just very slightly sort of tremoring. And this strikes you as odd. All around it are some rocks, but it seems to sort of, the rocks seem to be in not necessarily a pattern, but it feels like to you that maybe these rocks have been gathered and put here on purpose. They're not just randomly scattered, because this ovoid object does look like it's being kind of supported by these rocks, held up by it a little bit, and the leaf-like appendages seem to be keeping it secure in the folds of those leaves. And yeah, that's something that you guys haven't really seen before. And if you got a little bit closer, you can see that there are in fact tiny little grooves that make up the entire surface of this oval. I guess, for want of a better word, it looks like a big egg. And the little grooves seem to be patterns. There seem to be maybe runes, maybe not. You're not entirely sure, because none of you really recognize a language when you see it. But some of them repeat these grooves or patterns of grooves along the surface of this sort of egg-like thing. So obviously, what you can see is here, and as you explore, you might find some more of these as you look around. So what are you guys thinking and doing as you see this?
Bastion thinks, surely this is not how dwarfs are born. And he will turn to Dawn and he'll say, Dawn, what's that plant thing? As he casts guidance and pats him on the back.
Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. It's almost as if the plants are embracing the stone. Or is it something that Dawn's familiar with, Matt?
Possibly. But here in Zendrick, things things are a little bit different from elsewhere. So how about this? Roll me a nature check. But this is going to be... normally this would be at disadvantage, but because of your feature, I'm not going to give you disadvantage. But even so, having a look at that roll... Yep, you've got a 10 in total by the looks. Lips out her guidebook, because your feature of being a druid out in the sort of wilderness of the Shadow Marches is giving you advantage, which cancels out the disadvantage in this case. You've still only got a 10. I reckon that you believe this to actually be an egg, and of exactly what. So you're a little bit unsure. Obviously, it has to be a big creature. The egg itself is about 5 feet, 4 to 5 feet tall. So whatever creature is being born from this is at birth quite large, for a living creature anyway.
So we do think it is an egg, not just a stone.
Correct. Yeah. You are pretty sure, but you don't know of what with that sort of lowish check, unfortunately. Sorry. And certainly, what's kind of making you question yourself is perhaps you've seen eggs like this before, but you've never seen that green leafiness surrounding them, and this kind of is throwing your sense off a little bit.
Well, when in doubt, ask for advice.
Ooh, sure thing. All right. Communicate with you and follow your simple commands. Limited sentence and animation. Sentience. Okay, yeah, so... and is that going to be on the leaves of this particular thing?
So it's centered on Dawn with a 30-foot radius, and he's
Sure.
going to move right up to one of them.
Sure. Yeah, it'll animate and be able to speak to you, for sure. It says, don't come too close, friend of nature.
Oh, I'll take a step back.
He said, and it says, you might awaken this creature's parents who live nearby. We don't know if they're sleeping or not, says the leaves, but they do live nearby, and if they happen to fly over or see that you have approached us, they might think that you intend to harm this egg and would obviously attack in defense of their own young.
Sage advice, child of nature. Pray tell, you say that they might fly overhead. What manner of creature lays these eggs?
One of 3 different heads, says the plants. I know not of their name, only of their physical form. There would be... They obviously can fly. They have almost bat-like wings, but they're much larger than bats. And they have a head of a goat lion, head of a serpent.
Fearsome sounding creatures indeed. We thank thee for your advice.
Ah, you're most welcome, Druid.
Don will tell the rest of the party, don't approach the eggs.
Yes.
I fear that quite the wrathful parents may come by and see us and misinterpret our intentions.
The plant also says, I sense more of us nearby.
More?
Yes. I'm sorry, I cannot give you specifics, but I sense that we are not the only ones. Perhaps these creatures of 3 heads laid many eggs. I do not know, we do not know how many, but it would be wise to be on your guard in case the parents waken, our parents waken.
Very so. Good friends, we should leave this area quickly and carefully before the parents return.
Sure.
Do we need to backtrack and find another route, or?
So, looking forward on the path, you can see that there's a ford in the stream nearby, and I'm pinging at that location. You have a feeling that whatever creatures these are probably wouldn't lay eggs beyond that ford. It would probably be in this localized area. So you think that if you were to sort of go south from where we are, down sort of this way, that perhaps there would be more of them. But heading, towards the ford, you probably not going to be. So, many more, especially if you get to the ford and are able to cross it. So, backtracking, you might be able to find another ford in the kind of direction that you're going, but by the same token, if you're able to make it to the ford, you think you're probably going to be relatively safe.
Cool. Well, maybe we should beeline it over there then. Looking at Dawn.
Are you sure we shouldn't just take them? Bastion says. I mean, with an egg that size, think of how many diamonds it would be worth.
Lana would hop in and be like, I'd like to live. And not take chances, make mistakes, or get messy. Thank you. So,
Good luck with that last part.
You pointed in what direction for the ford? Here? There? Oh, I'll seize it. And she would be happy to, and she would probably actually go, quickly for 5 feet and be like, no, that might draw attention. And then she'll just kind of walk and pay attention to her surroundings.
Okay.
Stay under the eaves as you can. Avoid the flyovers by the parents.
Now, are you intending to try and be silent, Lana, or are you just walking?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I think the first 5 feet would not have had that. But then, like I said, how she's like, hang on, draw attention, she'll be more...
All right. Well, before we get too far, I'll put you around here. Let's roll your stealth check. Corn. Yeah, sure.
Wait, what? Oh, from all I was like, that's not Chris, that's me. Oh, that is from Lana's though. This is Chris.
Oh, that looks so weird, doesn't it?
But it does say Lana May.
It does.
I'm gonna move you to where you are now. So you are there, because what stealth does is makes you move slow. So you've managed to get to there, and you can see that you are definitely within another round's movement of the ford. So you know that at the moment, and I imagine that you probably keep yourself sort of underneath some of the trees and what's not, instead of directly on the path.
Flashbacks of the King's Hunt. Flashbacks of the King's Hunt.
Well, that was a little while ago, but yes. All right, what is everyone else doing?
Bastion's plodding along behind.
All right.
Clonk. Clonk, clonk.
Yeah, very little that Bastion could potentially do. If you are though trying to to be as silent as you can, I'll also get you to roll stealth. If not, oh, that's excellent. Don is very stealthy indeed, as he can also sort of.
He is in his element.
Here. All right, and Felice.
All right. I should have disadvantage on this check
Yeah.
due to it being heavy armor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Oh my god.
Well.
But Bastion stomps along while yelling, "I'm being sneaky."
I don't think going through the trees, crack, is the best idea. Crack.
I'm not sure that's what I had in mind when I said tree stride earlier.
Yeah. I mean, surprisingly, Bastion does half decently. But just when you think you might have gotten through this area, you just happen to step on a large, sort of dry branch that's lying across the path and crunch.
Breezes.
Yeah, you all sort of pause, and you do hear some stirring coming from the rock face to your left, and a pair of wings starts to unfurl. What do you guys want to do?
Lana's gonna pull out a dagger and tell it to ooze it. It's all its poisony glory. And stay put.
You're gonna stay put. Okay.
Run.
And well, for her, it's kind of the freeze moment. If everyone else is starting to move, she will follow, but she's kind of in the doe and headlights, like, shit. If I don't move, it won't see me. Right?
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna see anyone, it's probably gonna see the massive Warforged.
That's okay. He can keep
Systems are
leading the way.
All right. So Bastion takes out his hammer, holds out his shield, and he's going to carefully back away from the creature while facing it. I'm going to try doing a handle animal check. This is kind of like seeing a bear and walk away from it without looking like prey.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, you're like, yeah, you're trying to keep it calm. The three monstrous heads now sort of appear, and the whole creature sort of wheels around to face you, and just in a moment of, I guess, clarification, you realize that this thing is not a beast. In fact, this thing is a monstrosity, and you don't think that any sort of animal handling is going to help you in this case. Yes, it perhaps understands what you're trying to do, but this is its territory, and you feel like it's either get yourself out of here or you're going to be in combat kind of idea.
Yeah, I'm getting myself out of here one step at a time.
Indeed. And you can move yourself. Obviously, you're not trying to be stealthy anymore, so you can definitely make it to the ford bastion, as Lana seems to be frozen. Getting across the ford is going to take an actual action, because and you're going to have to make either acrobatics or athletics checks to balance on the stones or to jump across, whichever is your choice, because of the wetness and because of just the fact that it's 10 sort of feet. You might have enough strength to do it, but you would just need to roll to make sure you didn't roll a 1, for example. You've also had a running jump, so if you wouldn't mind making that check for us to see if you can jump across to the other side or balance your way along the stones.
All right. Bastion's going to clang his hammer on his shield, get the beast's attention, then quickly turn, run, and jump across the ford.
Perfect. Yeah, you absolutely can make that leap, and you are on the other side.
Land with a grinding of gears. Then immediately turning around and continuing to back down the path while facing it.
All right, and Dawn, what are you up to? As Lana seems to be a bit frozen, you think that you might be able to compel her into action somehow. What would you like to do? Obviously, there's less and less room on the other side of this ford because Bastion's landed there and makes it a little bit harder because he hasn't got any more movement up his sleeve.
Well, he seems to be trying to bring the creature's attention to him, so I'm not going to do any movements. But I'll see if I can convince the plants to kind of push up and around us and conceal us more from the creature's sight. Maybe it'll ignore us in favor of Bastion.
Okay.
And if we're really lucky, maybe it'll see Bastion leaving and decide it's not worth the effort since the intruder's not going towards its egg.
Indeed. Yep. So yeah, and the plants do they do respond. They're not growing more, but they try and overshadow you more. 1 second here. I've got a phone call, probably from someone that I need to answer. So just give me a second here to try and mute myself.
So, shall we take
So,
Bastion to die? Human
how's,
no Bastion, except he's not meat.
how are you enjoying your new role as trees?
Lana is really enjoying it. She's like, I can get down with this if it means I don't die. But yeah, last time she and Dawn kind of walked through a woodsy area and whatnot on some kind of king's hunt, and she decided like, I'm gonna take the lead. She pretty much died. So it's like, let's go. Wait, let's be a little more cautious this time around. And Oh,
Imagine you having those thoughts right when Bastion steps on the twig.
right?
Yeah.
Like she cringed. She's like, oh, and then it's like, oh, would you look at that up there? I'm just gonna get this dagger ready and coated in poison because
You almost ran into it.
Oh,
You were on your way,
I know,
Also,
I know.
climbing up those
yeah,
rocks.
Roger's favorite perch. So here's the story. As like you guys are kind of doing your thing, it's like, okay, Lana would be like, let's go up on high ground. Okay, she's gonna start climbing up this, and not to distract by putting my rolls into roll 20. I'm just gonna roll a d20 over here, and 1 on her acrobatics check. Well, she falls down right back into Felice. And so stuff's still happening and whatnot. It's like, okay, that was not a very graceful climb, clearly. And I think I wanted to attribute it to when Dawn was hearing about like the flying overhead. He's like, oh, they fly overhead, and like maybe some crows suddenly like spooked her, and she's just like, ah! And so that's why she fell, because that's very uncharacteristic for Lana to fall randomly. And so then I oh yeah. And then it's like, okay, take 2. Let's try and climb up this. And then it's like, oh, it's like we should get going. The fort over there, huh? Okay, hop down and start heading off that way. So it's like close call on a close call.
On the other hand, it would be unethical to leave the eggs if we kill the parent.
We don't know how many.
All I have to do is persuade it that I've left, and the moment it turns around, it can sneak attack it from behind, kill it, or at least hinder it enough to attack you guys.
If that thing pursues after you, Lana's gonna be very much in the like, oh, if it's on the ground, I'll just go on in, stabby stab, run away.
Alrighty.
We've also left Ulena behind.
yeah, I was gonna say that.
Well, she's gonna be up with you guys, so don't worry about that. I'm trying to do multiple things and answer phones.
I was hoping she was second. Like, here's our other bait option.
Our other bait. Nice. So much for this escort quest. Here,
Right.
take her. All right.
Just not staying alive. Like, that's y'all.
Yeah. So Dawn.
So what happened?
Dawn has caused the plants to sort of overgrow the path a little bit more. They've just sort of angled their branches and leaves to further conceal this part of the path. Felice, are you going to be moving at this point? Are you sort of making Bastion the target as well at this stage? Poor Bastion.
I'm gonna try to quietly and calmly move, but I'm gonna keep my eye on that bird while I'm at it. So, yeah, I'll kind of head that way, but I'm also gonna head growth.
Good hiding spot, Lana.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe.
Something like that. Perfect. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
Dawn's giving you the don't move eyes. Great.
Alina
Hold on, just enough time.
is gonna try and hide. The rest of you have said what you're doing. All right. The creature does take off and will fly on overhead. There we go. And as it flies overhead, Bastion, I need you please to make me a dex save as it breathes fire.
We are no longer friends, Mr. Bat Thing.
Ooh. Alright. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. So You're going to take 33 fire damage.
Ouch.
And the others can hear the sound of more wings coming from back in sort of the direction that they were coming from, but a little bit to the south, as another one of these creatures is making its way up toward the path. They can't see it at this stage because of all of this rocky outcropping between us and it. Although it is flying. You know what? Although there is trees. Yeah, you can't see it at the moment, but you can hear it. There's a similar call coming from it. Alright, so let's put us into initiative now. So, we will roll. And let's put this up. 15, perfect. Roll d20. 2. Wow. And 18. Turn. This one's going to be 18. And oops, sorry, let me, where are we? Add turn. This is going to be 2. Looks like everyone else has rolled. We go into here and do a descending. Okay, so Felice, looks like you have a turn here. What would you like to do as you see that this thing can apparently breathe fire?
Scary. I'm not happy about this. I am going to. I don't want to do this, but she's gonna take a shot at the one that just attacked Bastion.
Okay,
Scary.
a little.
Yeah.
Longbow.
Just
Attack.
don't really want to engage when I didn't intend any harm.
Well, a 24 to hit is absolutely going to hit.
Wait, do you have extra attack?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure
Because
out.
if you have extra
I
attack,
thought-
you can make another with. It's the if you want the it's the dual wielding. You have to be wielding 2 weapons.
Oh, right.
And
which
so
is...
if you have extra attack, you can make another. Do you want another?
Yes. Which I believe I do, because
10
like
though.
after what
Unfortunately.
level?
Yeah,
Oh.
that second one is not going to hit, but that first one definitely does damage to it. 9
Height of your excitement, your fingers fumbled.
Yeah.
9 piercing.
I was thinking more like it wheeled around and changed its position when it got hit.
Well, when it gets to its turn, which is actually so the 18 is actually the other one. So it is going to see your shot come out of the trees. It doesn't know exactly where you are, but it knows kind of where you are. It's going to fly over, and it's going to do its fire breath from here, which will be Don and Olina who are making the saves in this case, because it's misjudged where Felice was. Although you have advantage because you are under the trees. So whatever...
That's a deck, right?
Dex, yeah, with advantage. Let's see... It is a 15 DC, so unfortunately you have not succeeded. And Olina... Lena actually succeeded. She's dived out of the way. And
I'd like to think she didn't dive quite far enough, but Dawn dove the wrong direction and took the blast instead.
36 fire.
Ugh.
Yeah, and all of those trees that sort of bent over to try and conceal you immediately retract to their default positions as they have been severely injured, and all of their foliage is burning up as this is happening, and can no longer maintain their cover for anyone. So we're all kind of out in the open as they've all just sort of like pulled to, and that's the case there. Don, you are up.
Sorry, friends of nature. These monstrosities cannot live in harmony, so thus we will defend ourselves. Dawn will try the polymorph, the one that just flew overhead.
Okay. Absolutely. You have clear vision of it. It's still flying. It is a 16 wisdom saving throw, and it has +2. 16. Whew.
So close.
Yeah, you. One of its heads just turns around, and you can see a glint in its eye as it spots you trying to turn it into something that it's not. And unfortunately, just scrapes past its saving throw.
Two of the heads switch spots. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, very cool.
Not quite what I had in mind.
Not exactly, no. Did you want to move at all?
Yeah.
Yep, make your way to the ford. You think, yeah, I'll reiterate this. You think that if you get off the map, which is only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6 squares or so, or around 30 feet, one movement, you will, in effect, be out of these creatures' territory.
At the very least, we'll have better tree cover.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep, these trees on this side can't help you anymore. All right, so anything else from you, Don? I feel like that's probably
That's all his actions.
Lana.
I'm here. And long. Yeah, she's very much on edge, and these things are flying. So
Yes, they are.
she has her weapon ready. If any of them get close enough, she's going to stab, but she's also going to be like, I'm going to try and, on the tails of dawn, hang out, try and stay close-ish, hide in these bushes sort of still. She's, yeah, preparing to jump across, but she doesn't want to get out in the open quite yet.
Okay. Very good. Bastian, obviously you're on the other side. You've taken a fair bit of fire damage. You can see that your companions are starting to move toward you.
Bastion will maneuver so the tree is between him and it. And he will slam his hammer onto the ground as he casts a maximized shatter, level 5.
Oh, boy.
At the one that is flying over him. Enough!
Yep. Maximized shatter. 16 con, 48 thunder damage. Whew. Roll. Con save. They have +4 to.
Ouch.
Ah,
Yes.
he fails.
How does it sound to everyone else who's not the target of the effect?
It is like thunder just struck very, very close to you. You can feel your teeth shatter, not shatter, but like vibrate a
You feel
bit.
your teeth shatter.
Wow.
It's kind of like going to a 4th of July fireworks parade and you can just feel the vibration inside your chest of the explosion.
All right.
Yeah, and it feels the full force of that thunder damage, and is severely wounded from that. It is bloodied there. After that, all right. It is its turn, and I'm going to roll here to see if we can recharge our fire. We cannot, so it will reel around and land between you and where you're going. And we'll attack you 3 times. 1 with its bite, 1 with its horns, and 1 with its claws. So, and it has, let's see, +7 here. Okay, d20 +7. Okay, here we go. We've got an 8. No, sorry. We've got a 24, a 9, and a 9. I'm guessing the 24 will hit.
The 24 does hit. As it hits, I will invoke Wrath of the Storm as a reaction,
Yes.
where because it's attacking me melee, lightning will arc from Bastion to it, dealing 2d8 lightning damage.
Alright, you can roll that for me. 12. And it does 13 to you. Yeah, you can see that it's not doing too well here. So yeah, you're beating it up real good. And it is beating you up. Not probably...
Yes, yes it is.
Alright, and Felice, you can see that the one across the stream or river has landed and is between you and where the direction that you're going. However, you can probably force your way through the trees over there. The one that is near you is flying, so is not on the ground. Obviously, if you get yourself off the map, you're home free. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a move. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna head over here.
All right, and just as
I think actually. Sorry. Go ahead.
just as I said for Bastion, it is an action and either acrobatics or athletics check to cross the ford.
Okay. Let's see.
And it's your choice whether you want to balance on the rocks or leap across.
I'll try to balance on the rocks.
Okay. You succeed.
Oh, look at me. Woohoo! All right. I am across. And see, I can still attack, right? So
No, you've used your action.
okay, perfect. Then I'm just gonna I'm gonna actually keep an eye on the one that's in the air.
Yeah.
And ready ready my knock an arrow and ready my shot.
Excellent. Yeah, for next time. Okay, perfect. So, this one is gonna also try and recharge its fire breath. No. It will land behind you guys. And it is going to see what side we're on. It's going to claw Don, and the other two attacks, its bite and its horns, will be against Lana.
That's what you get for standing on my tails, Lana.
So the first attack roll will be against Don. The second two will be against Lana.
Can Lana also pokety poke creature if it's in reach now?
Can she poke it?
She prepared an action.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. So let's see here. That's a
22
Hit.
to hit.
10 piercing and needs to make a con save. DC 15. Otherwise, it takes 5 more poison damage.
It saves against your poison, but it
Fire.
takes... How much is that? 10?
Yep. 10 piercing.
Okay. And as far as what it did against you, we have 125 to hit, 121 to hit, and 1 critical fail. So one attack is against Steven, and against Don, and one attack is against Lana, and the other one doesn't. Okay, so the one attack against Don was the claws, which is 6 plus 4. 13 slashing damage, and the attack that hit Lana was the first one, which is its bite. So it's bitten you, 2d6 plus 4, for 8 piercing damage. Lana. Alright, and that is its turn. And Dawn, you're up.
Ouch, he is gravely wounded. Don will do, what's that move called? A full withdrawal? Where he moves without provoking an attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a just 30 feet for that? Or does he do a...
That is a good question. I think so. I'll look it up while we're doing this. That's fine, but I'm pretty sure. Find withdraw. Let's just say yes. It's 30 feet. Gets you into those trees, and those trees are definitely cover for you.
Nice. Don, clutching his side, stumbles across the ford and into the trees.
All right. Yeah, and I will need you to make that acrobatics or athletics check upon crossing the ford too. Sorry. And would you have jumped or balanced? Probably.
Athletic would be a jump.
Yeah. Beauty.
Don's all about using his strength to do strong, naturey things.
Yeah, you absolutely succeed. Not a problem at all. You are hidden, in cover, relatively safe here in this case. Very good. Lana, you're up.
Side note, does Alina get a turn?
Yeah, she's just gonna continue to flee here. She will have to try and cross. Let's hope.
Oh, of course. Of course, leave the rogue behind. So,
She succeeds.
Lana, she she gears up to take another stab, which she does successfully, but she doesn't quite get enough oomph as she watches Dawn run away, so she doesn't get an attack. So she then kind of realizes she's left with the creature and like, shit, I just stabbed it again. And she's going to bonus action disengage. And we will acrobat balance gracefully, please. Yeah, with the 21 across those rocks, fast as can be, and go join her party and hope that stronger numbers, right? There, Bastion, Felice, and Dawn all around her edges. This is good.
Right, yeah. And that attack was successful with a 23.
Awesome. 8 points of damage.
Yeah, and
I'm not 100% sure if they need to make another DC save.
oh yeah, absolutely, because you've still got it going. He succeeded though, so you did 8.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He or she, whatever. Alright. Bastion. You can continue to try and fight, or you can leave.
It's a great question. I will continue to try to fight. I'm not going to leave my comrades behind. You say this thing looks bloodied?
Absolutely, yeah, it's really hurting.
All right, Bastion will go ahead and cast a level 4 shatter on it.
Oof. Alright. It fails. Takes 22. Yeah, it's reconsidering its life choices at this point.
All right, and that's Bastion's turn.
Yep, it comes to its turn, and it's going to withdraw. You've heard it too much. It's out of there. Felice.
All right.
Well,
They are retreating.
yeah, I think Felice is going to continue moving and just try to get out of here.
Yep.
Like,
Yep, you're out.
Yep.
Alright. This one sees its ally, or its mate, flying away from you. Let me just quickly roll something here. Okay. So what it's going to do is it's going to come fly overhead, breathe one last fire, and then whirl around down the river. So God, that would be Dawn, Lana, and Bastion. Dex saves, please. Oh boy. Alright, well Dawn saved. So did Lana. Those that saved, it's 13. And for Bastion, it's 26.
Bastion is white hot at this moment. Steam's pouring out of him.
Yeah, but you can see that the creature has sort of taken a parting blow and is flying away. Effectively, if the party chooses, that ends combat because you guys can now escape as they are not pursuing you.
I'm fine with leaving.
Cool. All right, you successfully get out.
Yeah, definitely leave.
Very good. Yeah, you.
As we mount the corner out of their territory, Dawn says, "Isn't nature beautiful?"
Uh, yeah, sure, Don.
Only inside of a mine.
Those burns are kind of pretty too.
Yeah, but you're not gonna see wonderful parents like that in the city. I tell you that.
Was nursing her shoulder a little bit, just like, ugh.
Well, on second thought, maybe I've seen Lana breathe fire once or twice.
Huh? I'll show you fire. You're so cute.
All right. Well, you've successfully retreated. Olena is looking a little bit scorched, but she thanks you all, and she will assist with any healing you guys want to do. I don't need you to roll checks because effectively we've got another couple of days of travel. So at the end of this day, you would just rest and whatever. But just so that you know, she's not doing nothing. She's helping you out, trying to help dress your wounds and things and stuff to the best of her ability, which isn't great. She's not great at medicine, but she does her best. Probably better than the average Joe, but that's about it.
It's just like binding a book. You just rub the glue in there and put the paper on top and hold it together.
Indeed, and she'll do that. All right, which brings
Bastion
us.
will also see to the others' wounds with magic enhancement,
Perfect.
so they don't have to bear the scars of the encounter.
Yeah, I'm just going to take you all up to maximum because we've rested. Felice, did you not get hurt in that battle, or did you just heal?
I managed not to get hurt in that battle.
That's a very impressive feat there.
Yes, it is. Thanks to Dawn and Bastion attracting the majority of the attention.
All right, so we make our way through the forest. It takes us another few days, but we eventually get.
Hold up, Matt. This might be a good time for a break.
Sure, you can have a break. Well,
You can have a break when you're dead.
Put us over there. All right. Yeah, we will take a few minutes here. Everyone grab drink and whatever else that you need, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes to investigate the Colossal Monument. All right. Thanks, guys. Mute here. Welcome back, everybody, to return to Eberron Cult of the Godseed. We are a couple of days after our little encounter with some fearsome flying enemies, have made it to our giant ritual site, which is named, unbeknownst to us, Colossal Monument. And we are just approaching this area, and I can describe as we go. So, after our journey through the forest, we have endured, as well as enduring the fight that we were a part of, we've also had to endure Olina's scholarly discourses. And during those scholarly discourses, some of them, informative and helpful. Many of them not. We've learnt a couple of things. She did promise that she would try to help us the best that she could, and that by journeying with us, she would be able to tell us some things. So, in regards to the multicolored dream serpents, she knows a bit about them, and she feels like that they are worth investigation. She feels like because something is definitely affecting our dreams. It is affecting our dreams and turning them into nightmares, amplifying nightmares, things like that. She, as I described when we first got there, hasn't experienced that in Stormreach, and no one. If we talk to anyone else in Stormreach, no one else in Stormreach has experienced that like we were experiencing in Shan. You're not entirely sure why. She has a theory. She has a theory that perhaps if someone is messing with the dream serpents, that they've maybe erected some sort of barrier over Stormreach so that Stormreach didn't know that it was happening, and that the mages and so on so forth there didn't get word of it, and so they wouldn't be able to investigate it. Sort of like a dampening field to conceal what was going on. So that's her theory at this stage, and maybe a part of that theory would also be that if agents of whoever was doing this were in and around the city of Stormreach, which would make sense. I mean, Stormreach is the only city really here on Zendrick, so people that were part of whatever organization or group or affiliation to the people that are doing this probably have homes in and around Stormreach, that then they wouldn't be affected by it if there was this sort of field around Stormreach protecting it. So that's her theory at this stage, and also that she says that the people that know the most about the dream serpents are the Drow. The Drow have hunted them for many millennia. And she doesn't know exactly why, but she says that more investigation upon that would be the best, and she knows where you can get started. So that information is part of what she gave us. She also, told us a little bit about where we're going here, but pretty much, if I describe anything here, your characters aren't surprised, because she's kind of told you a little bit about it. But obviously, you're seeing it fresh. You've heard about it from her, but you're seeing it fresh. Alright. So, you arrive. Let's see. Number 1. Yep. Okay, so what you're approaching is this large, sort of flat disc with stairs leading up to it. There are pillars rising up from the disc. It is made of marble, and there is a pool of water in its center that seems to be reflecting the sun. You don't see. See, what do we got? You don't. You can see that coming up, there is a half-submerged bridge leading into the compound of the giants, and you can see from here, because we are higher up, that indeed there are giants wandering around this complex. They are stone giants, so they're huge, which means that they're about 17 to 20 feet tall, and they only sort of less than half of them actually have great clubs on them, because they're not militant or expecting anyone, but some of them still carry them for hunting and things like that. And they seem to just be going about their daily duties, setting fires and talking to each other and things like that. So we can see that from where we are, and they can see us as well. They're not like gathering together or anything like that. They see us, but they're not especially concerned with where we are at compared to them.
Yeah, Lana would kind of whisper to the party, so, knows how to speak giant.
Well, Alina does, for one.
Awesome! that might prove very useful here very quickly. But is it just me, or I think they know we're here, but maybe chill?
Yeah, they don't seem to be affected by your presence at all. They're just going about their daily tasks. None of them are approaching the half-submerged bridge across the water. They're just going about their day.
Well, we made it here, Thea. You ready to head back now?
She says, well, can't you see that there's there looks to be some sort of underground complex down there. I'd really like to have a look and have a chat to them, and find out more about what's going on there. I mean, I'm thankful to have seen it, and obviously looking down, the things that you can see real quick from here. Let's see. While I am so.
This map is so big.
Yeah. Okay. So this broken bridge, you can see that the number 3 over there is some sort of gigantic statue that's crumbled and fallen, and there's a long stone blade that's kind of coming out of the sand. As you're sort of gazing down there, there's number 4 there is a colonnade, path leading to the statue runs uphill between two rows of tall stone columns, many of which have fallen and crumbled. And those that are intact, their tops are carved to look like burning flames. And they glow with a flickering, well, actually it's day, so there's no that. Then we've got, what else can we see? Number 5. We can see number 5 from here. Resting on its side is the missing head of the colossal statue. So the statue is number 7, rising up there, and it's missing its head, and its head has fallen down onto the side.
What race does the head look like?
Let's see. Statue. Right. So what it says here is its eyes are closed as if in a pleasant dream. It is moss covered and it has a spiked helm. A good deal of detail is visible. The eye, that's at night. As far as you can see, it's the head of a giant. Is the closest that you think. So yeah, there's that. Obviously, stairs leading down, 6, and obviously the Colossus itself. So the Colossus itself, number 7, rises up 350 feet above the ground. So it's obviously, you can view it from a very long way away. As you look at this, this disc that you're nearby will start to rotate. So there's a stone disc raised 5 feet from the ground, ring of stone columns, shattered and broken. The pool is of fresh water fed by an underground spring. And the disc, just notice how each of the columns is a set distance apart. It sort of spins a distance equal to the distance between each of the pillars, so that it looks exactly the same when it stops as when it started. But it is turned, I guess, what is that, 1/8 of a cycle. There are arcane symbols around the pool as well. So yeah, I mean, this is truly a sight to behold. This 350 feet statue rising up from the ground, and the stairs leading down underground. Lena sort of says, I'd really like a closer look. You know, if you guys want to leave at this point, or just wait for me here, I guess that would be cool. I guess I don't need like all day. I can wander down there and make sure that, you know, I guess if they attack me, then you know that it's not safe and you guys can get out.
I don't want to miss this for anything. Lana, on the other hand, is like, sure, rolling out her portable hole to reach in to grab her hoop to pull it out and be like, I'll just be here.
All right.
When you said there'd be giants nearby, I didn't think they'd be directly on the monument. It's like they're living here.
Yes, that would be my assessment too. It does seem like these might be some of the original or descendants of the original inhabitants.
Oh man! Oh, the trees is excellent. Oh.
Okay.
Lana, didn't you have some gifts for the giants that you wanted to give them?
Don gives a guilty, furtive look.
So some of the cheese has apparently been consumed.
Yeah, I'm gonna like kind of turn around. Dawn, put that cheese back.
Well, you got the portable hut, so I thought it was okay to start eating it.
Oh my gosh.
He'll put it
That's-
back.
Why we brought the gifts was because we knew we were gonna meet them. So I don't know. I mean, what did you think we were gonna do on this expedition? Just show up and leave?
Don will shrug around a mouthful of cheese.
Lena's not a package; she's a person. So, I'm going with her. Like, I'm not gonna leave her to fend for herself.
Because if we piss off those giants.
Well, that's why we
That's
have
what the cheese is for. Right?
Lena.
At a quick count, how many giants have clubs?
And weren't we just
Maybe the giants will know something that can help us, Lana. I mean, you
um,
never know.
so okay, you can see about 10 giants in total, and 3 of them have clubs.
How is the black?
Only 3 of them have clubs? We outnumber them.
Nice and soft. Mm-hmm.
Dawn can turn one into a tortoise. I'll banish the other, and Lana can dance.
Spins the hoop out towards Bastion and grabs it at the end as though pointing, going, I can do that. And goes back to spinning.
Cool. All right. So it sounds like at this stage, Felice is too interested to stay at a distance. Alina's definitely going in. Is anyone else coming?
Don will come.
Bastion will provide moral support.
Lana, you're all by yourself.
Lana, like, as she kind of spins around and looks and sees everyone leaving, she just kind of gets the, damn it! So she throws down the hoop, rolls up the portable hole, and just kind of pouty walks after them.
Alright, fine. I can see that.
She is looking around for any doors that might be ajar.
This
So,
yeah, this whole I can see this whole chapter of Eberron is just gonna be us dragging Lana, like kicking and
Everywhere.
screaming everywhere that we're going. She's just gonna have this pouty face everywhere. She's gonna be like, "Do we have to? Fine." Yeah. All right. So you guys.
I can't wait till we go to the sewers.
the nightmare thing. I like what you were talking about earlier, but
All right.
anyway.
We make our way into the area of the giants, who just continue to go about their duties. You know,
How do we cross the river?
it's you know,
With some wetness.
it's only fairly shallow.
Lots of sarcasm.
At
Alright,
that
good to
point, the sunken bridge is about between 1 and 2 feet below the surface of the water, so you can sort of continue to walk on it to the edge. So yeah, you got a little bit wet up to your knees, perhaps, but yeah, you've made it across. You know, Alina will just walk up to one of the giants and say, in giant, first she'll say to us, "I'm gonna say hello," and then she'll walk up to one and she starts to talk to it in giant. And the giant,
Bastion will cast guidance on her.
okay, the giant will turn around and will look down on Alina and will just nod and start to speak to her, and she'll start to nod, and the giant starts gesturing to a couple of other giants and to a few of the things that you can see, and you see Alina nodding, and as the giant sort of finishes talking, she starts to translate back to you, and she says, well, you know, this giant is named Loz, and these are his companions, and, you know, goes around a couple of the different giants. That's Lank, and that's looks back up and points to that one. She can't quite remember, and he sort of says Bonk over there, and, you know, points to a couple of others and names them and says, oh, those are, you know, and he says that the leader of their tribe is named Garnak. Yes, and he's inside. He's inside the underground. The underground is temple, and he's just pointed out what we can see. He says that if you're lucky, that giant head over there will talk to you if you're lucky, and you know they're welcoming us, and they're asking why we're here. Obviously, they can see that we have weapons, but they're not really terribly concerned about us, from what I can tell. He seems pretty relaxed. He's asking if we've bought anything to trade, and says that they have a few things that they could trade with. He says mostly they're hunters and gatherers, and this is what I suspected anyway. So they've got lots of different pelts and things like that. And yeah, and he says that we're welcome to go into the complex. He says that he would be more comfortable if one of them accompanies us down there to make sure that everything is all good and we don't, you know, unduly stress anyone or touch anything we're not meant to. They seem to be fairly friendly. He says that, as I suspected, that the leader of the giants might have some sort of test for us, but he's not willing to tell us more than that, or he doesn't know more than that. He says we haven't had visitors, they haven't had visitors for many. He looks up many years.
Don will use his circle of comprehend languages because he realizes he's being dense. Don's being dense, that is.
Yeah, the word that the giants are trying to say is decades. They haven't had a visitor in many decades.
Decades, police. Or not Felice, but
sorry, I'll put her name in there. Alina. There we go. Yeah, she'll nod. Yes, decades. Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty. Yeah, and you can obviously, being that you've got the Helm of Comprehend Languages, understand that what the giant's saying. He seems very relaxed to you, does not seem on edge whatsoever, seems fairly casual. Yeah. Seems to be welcoming us here.
We'll be relaxing a little bit. She's less feeling edgy, but she's still arms folded at the back watching.
Right. Giant leader is named Garnak. There we go. Just in case we forget name. But yeah, most of the giants don't even pay attention to you. They just continue to go about their thing, and we can go inside if we wish. Obviously, the underground is off to the top right of this area, and it just is labeled underground, so we can see what's there. All right, so
We'll
I'll.
tell them we have cheese the trade.
Oh, they are super excited about that. They say that that their leader Garnak will consider them even better friends because of this. All right, so to just briefly go through the other areas, because you'll obviously be looking around and things like that. At least that's what I'm assuming. And obviously, if you choose to, investigate further, there might be more description, but I'll just sort of tell you what each of these areas are real quick. So number 8 here is an entry hall, a long hall dominated by a pair of statues of giants. They appear to once have been guardians, but have fallen into disrepair. Number 9 is a hall of records. The giant actually has to open the door because it is sort of very rusted, and we'll open the door for you. The chamber beyond is full of thick cobwebs, contains faded frescoes of the Colossus under construction, various other things, which we can explore later. Number 10 is a collapsed hall. Contains a large fountain. And number 11 is a ruined chamber and a tall stone throne encrusted with jewels and coated in flaking gold leaf. And indeed, the leader of the giants is sitting on the throne.
Are there any diamonds on the throne?
Are there any diamonds on the throne? Jewels.
You'll have to look when we get there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you can obviously. I've just sort of said what each one are on a casual basis. If you want to explore any of these rooms in more detail, we'll do that. So, I guess over to you guys to see sort of what's next. Ulina is obviously spending the majority of her time in the Hall of Records. So I'll put her over there for now. Actually, what I'll do is this. Before I put her into the Hall of Records, I'm going to bring us to... The giant will bring us to the leader first, I think. And to sort of get permission to access the Hall of Records. Let's do that. So he tells us that that's what's in there, and then he brings us to Garnak, the leader. We're all in his presence. You ask if there's diamonds. Probably.
I would be looking with my eyes rather than with my mouth.
Yeah, there's all manner of gems and jewels. So yes, at least some. But they seem to be very firmly attached to the throne. So yes, Garnak, the leader, welcomes you, especially because you've got this other giant that's accompanied you in, and he sort of speaks in giant to his to this other giant that you met, and sort of says, okay, who are these visitors and why have you brought them here, and sort of explains that you're here to trade and here to explore and find out more about this area. And the giant's like, okay, but they're not of our kind. I wouldn't normally allow them access to the Hall of Records without first passing our tests. And, you know, this you all kind of knew that this was coming. Olena warned you about that might be there. And the giant sort of says, well, they're also here to trade and have things to share with us. And Garnak seems very pleased about that and says they seem to have cheese, and Garnak is overjoyed by that and says, well, you are most welcome, but in order to access the Hall of Records, I'm afraid you will still need to pass our tests. Don't worry.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
Not to worry. I'm sure that you'll be capable. Okay. Alina's taking extensive notes through all of this.
At least two.
And so the giants' tests are as follows, and I will put them here. Test 1. Collect 1 day's worth of suitable food. Giant serving.
Right. There's maybe some.
Alright, so that's test 1. The giants do not eat meat. And so this must consist of fruits, nuts, and other edible plants. Obviously the cheese, if you choose not to trade with it, could be used as part of that. Okay. Then, test 2. Drive off a bear that has been harassing the giants. And test 3 is
A test.
retrieve a single leaf from the top of the tallest nearby tree without using magic.
That's easy. Just climb the tree.
Mana's like, I got that.
The giants will tell you rather sad, like, you know, with a lot of sadness, that one of their young was taken by this bear. And the reason why they're asking us to deal with it is because apparently this bear lives in a cave that they cannot fit into.
Well, that's kind of good for us. That means it's not too big of a bear.
Yeah, encouraging. Sounds like we might.
Just the right size.
We need to. What do they know? What's happened to the child?
They know where it's gone. They know where the bear took it, but they're not able to access.
So they don't know if the child's alive or.
Correct.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. So they're very saddened, and you can see that they're worried. And you can see frustration as well because they're so big and so strong, but they just can't. They, you know, to like take the mountain or cave apart would mean that it would just cave in and potentially kill their young. So they're not willing to do so by force. And they're very thankful that smaller people have arrived, and they're asking if we could at least find out what happened. They are understanding if their young one has perished. They're hoping that's not the case, but they're not going to hold you to blame.
How long ago was it taken?
Within the last 2 days.
Where's this cave at?
That way.
Great.
Yeah, they would be able to spare one of the giants to show you the way as a guide. But once you're in the cave, obviously they can't come with you because they can't fit.
Let's do it.
All right. So so they say, you're welcome to explore any area of our facility as long as it's not the Hall of Records. The Hall of Records is what's off limits until you pass the test.
That's fair. Thank you. Need a face.
All right. So,
Alrighty.
what are we going to do first, guys?
Bear.
Definitely the bear.
I wonder if
chance
turning
that
into
giant.
a bird counts as magic.
If turning into a bird, is that what you said?
I wonder if druidic shapeshifting counts as magic in regards to the third test.
That is
On
a
a
good question.
Bag.
Probably shouldn't
For the
should
one.
err on the side of caution if I'm not sure. It's Dawn's thought on that.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Don says as he smashed flat.
Technically, I haven't cast anything.
Do you speak with animals like you?
I can speak with anything, hon.
That could come in handy if we could just handle this with a little more finesse than the last.
That wasn't an animal, thank you. That was a monstrosity.
Of course.
Yeah. Unfortunately, animal handling doesn't work in that case. But yes. All right. So we're gonna try and deal with this bear. Alrighty. Let's grab our tokens again. Alina asks if she can stay here while you guys deal with that. She can't help fight anyway, so.
Aren't you needed for the test? You wouldn't want them to think that you're disqualified over that, would you?
DM. Backpedal.
You can't search the Hall of Records. Tell what would you do with yourself?
Yes, well, there's much to be discovered here. But fine, I'll come with you. But I can't help. Like, there's not really anything I can do as far as combat goes.
Well, like you said, safety in numbers, right?
Right. She seems
Don
thrilled.
will take Alina.
She seems absolutely thrilled by this proposition.
Don will take Alina, a hand on each shoulder. Alina, I believe in you. I trust that you could make the best distraction of anyone on this team.
Lana's just like, that's the spirit. Welcome to my life.
Alright, so yeah, she'll come with.
You're selling yourself short.
And go over to that page. Right, so the giant will lead us to a cave opening, not big enough to allow a stone giant in, but big enough to allow us in.
And a bear.
Oh, in preparation for this is the cave with the bear.
Yes.
Come on up.
Dawn wants to summon a fire elemental.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's go in this prepared.
Fire. Get this one under control.
For light.
All the light.
Okay, this is a level 5
All
spell.
right.
Okay.
Bastion will focus. And will cast Aid as well. Giving hit points to himself, Lana, and Gordon.
Thank you.
How big is this fire elemental?
He's
About that size.
that'd be large, so 10 by 10.
Yep, cool. You happy with that one?
Yeah, that's a good boy.
Who's a good boy?
And he is controlled by... Okay, so you should be able to move that one around, hopefully. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna name this one Spicy.
Spicy. Nice.
Caliente.
Caliente.
Picante.
Spicy picante.
All right. Yeah. So, it is dark in here, mostly. Although, as you come in, there are torches alight. Here, and here, and here, and here. And as you look, there are also braziers on the far side of this chasm, here and here, which are also alight. The torches that are alight are floating 15 feet into the air.
Uh-oh.
Hey, friends, I'm not really an expert on nature or anything, but I don't remember bears lighting torches as being a common thing.
Wait,
I just goes, wait, what?
yeah.
I thought you were. You're a druid.
Maybe
Anyone's
it's
an expert. It's you.
maybe
That's
they're
the
just
joke,
ever
Lana.
burning torches.
I never heard of a bear that needed torches.
Wait, Dawn. What if it's a druid that does what you do? The animal shape stuff. They think it's a bear.
I guess we could ask him or her.
All right, well, guys, this is your
Oh, I know.
thing.
The
So
bear's been making the giant child light the torches.
I was like, possible?
Or maybe these are just ruins and the bears moved in after whoever used to live here moved out and the ever-burning spell hasn't disappeared.
true.
Oh.
Hmm.
Bastion, you do magic-y stuff. So there's a way for checking that, yes?
Yes.
Alright, cool, do it.
Well, you would need to be you need to be up close and personal with one of them.
Well, first of all, ever-burning torch doesn't give off heat, so I'd have to touch it. Lana, come here.
Wait, what?
I need you to touch the torch. Now come here.
She just kind of nervously, like, doesn't. You said they're floating, though, right?
15 feet in the air.
Those
I'm
were just
guessing
the big
you're gonna
ones
give
out
me a
ahead,
boost.
though, right?
Right?
So this
Give me-
one, this one, this one,
Yeah, Lana would be like, if you're giving me a boost, okay.
That's the plan.
Sweet.
And he links his fingers together and holds them together for you to step in.
Alright. Yep.
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and he tosses you up into the air.
Yeah. You can feel absolutely no heat coming from it.
Oh boy. That's weird. As she's like falling, kind of like, whoa. Please catch me.
Bastion will try to catch you.
Yeah.
Please
It's
We'll just try.
easy to do so.
Lana will use that arm or two to even cling on. Like, great. Yeah, no heat. So that means it's an illusion?
One more test. Flame, become black. And he'll cast Thaumaturgy to change the color to black.
Okay. Thaumaturgy. Alright. Minus sign of supernatural power. Flames to flicker, broaden, dim, or change color. Okay. It is not a flame, so it does not change color.
Huh, I thought so. Ever-burning torch. These things are worth 50 gold a pop in the marketplace. At least they were back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, they're worth a pretty penny.
Wow, that's impressive.
Let's investigate this bear before we pillage the cave. Pillaging comes later. Killing comes. Diplomacy comes first.
Donna let Spicy
diplomacy.
Picante lead the way.
Yeah. Okay. Spicy will definitely lead the way.
Happily.
Bastion will follow on his right.
All right. Lana, as you're, are you coming in the same time as everyone else is?
She's probably gonna be the tailing behind, kind of like,
Oh.
hey,
All right. You and Alina are at the back.
hey. So, got any more theory to talk about?
So everyone can make perception checks. Lana, you may make yours at advantage.
Woohoo! Okay, let's see if I can do this thing.
Is
Skill.
this a sight-based perception?
No, it is a smell-based perception.
Oh, so interesting. How do we do the advantage?
You just roll it, and whatever
Oh,
number
right,
is
right.
better.
Perception.
All right. So Don has succeeded.
There we go.
Oof.
Hey, what? What is Lana distracted by?
Something got up.
Yeah, Lana, you got no idea. Please.
I'm gonna be happy that.
Did it come up?
Yeah, it's 13.
Oh, there it is.
Is yours? And
Okay.
interesting awareness.
So, Don.
Oh, I guess that automatically comes up.
I perceive
You do.
everything.
Not only do you smell bear, but you smell honey.
Do I barely smell it?
What's this?
Do I barely smell it?
Yes. No, it's fairly obvious to you. Lana is, for some reason, terribly distracted. She makes honey at home, which is why I gave her perception an advantage. but she seems terribly distracted. But yes, you can definitely smell honey.
Back of on. I was gagging at her. Man, it feels like home suddenly.
Huh. Strange.
There.
The scent of honey on the air. I would think the bear would have to scavenge for its food. Not have it growing in its cave. Maybe it has a stash.
Bees? Do bees like caves? Oh, look at the druid.
Dawn gives a duh look back.
That's what I thought. Okay, well, interesting.
All right.
Maybe we won't have to work too hard to find that food for that other test.
Maybe. So
She
what?
grins. She just grins huge at everybody like,
That's what I think.
we might get 2 for 1 here.
All right.
Excellent.
Can Dawn figure out where the honey smell's coming from?
All around you, Don. But it seems to be coming from these holes, maybe?
What is that, Fruit Loops?
Hmm.
And so they're like chasms, and they're so deep that you can't see the bottom.
Goody.
Which Dawn finds out when he carefully peers over the side of this one
Yeah.
that he's next to.
Yeah. You right, honey? I might have to get some more cough medicine in a minute. Actually, I'll do that quickly now, and give me 2 secs, and we will resume. Have a think about what everyone's doing, whether you want to come closer to this thing, and I'll be a minute, and just get Chloe some cough medicine, and then we will have a good idea about what we're doing. All right, have a chat amongst yourselves. Obviously, it will record what you say, so that's all good. I'll be back.
Remember to mute yourself this time. Oh no.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
What are we gonna do?
So I think we need to move up to where the bear's at and 6 spicy picante on him.
Yep.
You know where the bear is? Oh, obviously.
Sure, we will soon.
I guess we can't see that from where we are. It must be around a wall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to just keep moving and deal with.
Bum, bum.
So we need to create a flanking situation, right?
Keep close
For
to me so
Lana?
I can stick hard.
Yeah, Dawn will go off to the left side and overlook while spicy picante takes up the right.
For it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. Spicy picante. That's kind of the whole situation.
Yeah, and then maybe send spicy picante down into the honey, and we can have ourselves some spicy honey.
Is spicy picante extra hot?
Kiss him and find out.
Ew, Don.
Spice Man. Alright, well, unless we're going in. We'll just let him take the lead then? Let him keep taking the lead?
You got this. Go, spicy picante. Woo, woo, woo.
I think that we should search out that area to the left because it looks like it's an overlook. And then if it is, we can send the melee fighters round to the right side and it'll be a pincher.
The right meaning this?
No, I think
Isn't that the left?
right of the picture.
Oh, the right. He said right.
Nope, I did say right.
Sorry.
How do we ping?
Oh, it's all Mary's fault. I overate today.
All right, so that way's right. This
I'm
way's
an
left.
enabler.
Yeah, I don't know how to ping locations on the map.
You click, but keep holding, and a circle will.
Ah, I figured it out.
Yeah,
You're
so we'll
welcome.
head. Yeah, that sounds good.
So
We'll
we
head-
should explore this area on the left first, because it looks like
Yeah.
it's an overhang that we can see from where we're at. And then once we're sure that's clear, we'll send the melee people over to the one on the right to get up close and personal, and then commence the attack from two sides.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Matt.
Okay.
I'll let you do.
So, it sounded like you were thinking, have a look at that left passageway. Make sure we're all good over there. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so who of you want to do that, or do we all want to do that?
Don will do it with Spicy.
Don will do it with Spicy. Spicy will have to squeeze. If you're going around anyway.
Let's can 1 second. This part on the can we see that from where we're at? Is it an overlook?
You cannot see it from where you are. So this wall is all the way to the roof, but it has an overlook directed towards the far thing. So there's an overlook this way.
Okay. In that case, I think we should leave Spicy out here just because it looks tight, and we'll send somebody tougher than myself in first.
Okay.
I'll go.
All right. Yeah, you can wander up there. When you get to the top, it does spiral. It does circle upwards, and there are rough stone sort of, I guess not carved stairs, but almost like stairs that ascend some 50 feet up to the higher area. When you get to the top, you find piles of gnawed bone, presumably of some sort of humanoid creatures. And you can obviously see the far side from here with better vantage point. You can see that there's a rather large bear. Beyond that, there's nothing really up here. No torches on this level.
All right, we've found a good vantage point. Let's check out the other side.
Yep. So the other side, again, similar stone sort of stairs, for want of a better word, that lead up to a large stone shelf that crosses the chasm over to the other side. And if you alight onto that stone plateau, the bear will rise from its otherwise laying down position and start to growl in your general direction.
I'll growl back at it as I cast a spell. If I can pull this up. Spirit Guardians. So Bastion holds up his holy symbol and intones something in Dwarven, and from his shadow, bunch of dwarfs jump into life around him, whirling axes and banging shields with their hammers. They're obviously angelic in form, and they smell heavily of ale.
Okay.
Hold on, Bastion. Back off. Let's try to do this with coordination.
Yep. Well, he can.
My mates will be here for a while. You do your talking. I'll slow him down if he comes close.
So Don will tell them that he'll try to talk with the bear, and if things break down, we'll do our pincer move attack that we discussed. So, and he'll also bring up it's strange. It seems like we've seen most of the cave at this point, but we haven't seen any of this child giant.
Correct. And the light from the braziers on the far side aren't giving off enough light to clearly see really any more than just the shadow of that bear. You can sort of see its form, but you can't see like any detail around it.
Don does have dark vision.
Yeah, but I think... Let's see how far that is. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Yeah, okay.
Should be just at the limit.
Yeah, so you can see that there are bloody bones around it.
All right, is everybody in position?
Let's see. Bastion also has dark vision too, for the record.
Yeah. So you can...
I'm in position.
And Felice and Lana, where you want to be? And Spicy, is Spicy where he wants to be too?
Spicy's good. I'll have him move up once the fighting actually starts.
Alright.
I think we may have lost some players.
Maybe.
No, we're here.
Sorry.
We
We're
moved.
on mute.
We moved. Sorry.
Okay.
Forgot we were still muted.
Okay. So, you're in position. I guess...
Don will attempt negotiations first.
Elena will...
Cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, Elena will come and join Don, I think. She feels like this higher ledge is probably the safest.
I need you that. I'm just like.
You're casting Speak with Animals?
Yes, Don is. He focuses for a moment, says a couple druidic words, and then his language starts to be that of the universally known by all allies of nature. Speaking to the bear, says, "Hail, spirit of the Ursa. We've come for the child giant. You must return that.
Okay.
The price to keep such a creature is too high for you to pay."
Alright. In response, the bear... I need you to pass a Constitution save, please, Don. That would be a fail.
No.
Okay, 1 second here. Okay, you are a brown bear, Don. Steven. All right. So you can still, use your token as far as initiative and things like that. But as far as what you look like, you are a brown bear, which means that you can't cast spells while polymorphed.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Can he shapeshift?
Can you shapeshift?
Yeah, druidic shapeshift.
Polymorph spell. That is an interesting question. Let's look at the polymorph spell, I suppose. Sorry. I'm guessing you have polymorph too. Polymorph. Alright.
I do have polymorph.
Creature with at least you can see into a new form. Transformation lasts for the duration. The new form can be any beast. Doesn't have a challenge rate. The game statistics, including mental ability stores, are replaced. Target assumes the hit points of the new form. When it reverts to the normal form, its normal form returns to its normal hit points. The creature is limited in the actions it can perform by the nature of its new form, and it can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech. I'm going to say, because you are limited in the form of actions that you can take, I'm going to say in this case, I'm rolling no, you cannot.
All right.
So, everyone else. Obviously, Don has spoken from where he is. You can't see him. Bastian might be able to if he walks a little bit more north because of the vantage point. But suddenly, like in the middle of Don speaking, his voice has changed into the growling of a bear. And I am going to let us roll initiative.
This is normal, right? Everything is normal here.
For sure. Of course it is. So, that one's gone. Dawn got a 14. Lana got an 11. Fleece. That seems right. Okay, I'm going to add turn and add turn. And we are rolling plus, nothing, just a 20, which is 8. So the 20 initiative is for a lair action. Which takes place, which was what he just did, right? So we go to Don. Don, you're in this new form. What would you like to do?
Can I send my fire elemental to attack?
Yes. I will allow that.
All right.
Yeah.
Translation there to attack my spicy picante.
Okay. And how far can your fire elemental move? I'm guessing it can probably dash to it.
I don't have the stats for it. Let me check.
Okay.
They should be in the monster manual.
Yeah, I can grab that. elemental, fire elemental. There we go. And we have
60-foot movement, or no, that senses 50-foot movement.
wow. Let's say that you can get up there then. With that.
Yeah, I don't see anything about flying, so
Alright. Well, in that case, I would say he gets to about here, because he has to go around.
sounds good to me. Spicy Picante surges forward like a whirlwind of fire and spice.
Oh, man.
In the meantime, Donald also make a double move to try to make his berry way to the fighting.
Alright,
Just because he's a bear doesn't mean he's out of the action.
correct. We'll just keep your token there, and and we can move your the bear.
Yeah, that's about right.
Cool,
And that's it.
lovely. Lana, Felice,
Anna.
you can see that there's a bear behind you.
Oh, Dawn. You and your antics. Please be Dawn and his antics. She will just move close. Yeah, she wants to stick close to me so I can. I am empowered by. So Lana is going to, like she has dagger in hand, stabby stab things, and she is keeping an eye on that bear behind. Just like that's Dawn. Yeah, that's Dawn.
I bet the child giant has been turned into the bear.
Maybe.
But all we heard was.
Yeah.
Well, that's all
Oh
Dawn.
my gosh! Plot twist! Why would you?
Dawn, who came to this realization, is all he can tell you is rah 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 rah. So that's still accurate.
I didn't know it.
Okay.
Well, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Dawn.
Is that as far as you want to be, Lana?
She's tagging along with Felice because she wants to have buddies nearby if she needs to stab something.
Felice, what are you doing?
Getting stabby stabbed.
Felice is holding position and waiting to see if Spicy causes this thing to come our way.
Okay.
Up there.
No, I'm hoping to like
Don't need
get it as it comes down.
Bastion, what do you say?
Pinch.
Ready in action.
All right. So you're holding position and you're ready. What? Do you want?
My swords are drawn, and I will cast ensnaring strike on my weapon,
Right.
so that it'll activate if and when I hit something with it.
Okay. And this is your melee weapon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It is the bear's turn. And with that, end of another creature's turn. He is going to bound across the chasm.
So, fun little bit. When he gets to Bastion, his movement speed is halved.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that when he is adjacent, or
This is a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
So, that'd be 1, 2, 3. So, pretty much halfway across the chasm, his movement speed becomes halved.
okay?
And when it enters the area, It must make a wisdom saving throw or take 3d8 radiant damage, half on a save.
Okay. 3d8 radiant damage. What's wisdom, was it?
DC 16.
You got a 9.
12 radiant damage as a duo of dwarfs dives off of the platform and just slashes it with their angelic axes.
Okay.
Does Lana get to stabby stab that bear?
Yes. I think so. I'm going to put Felice in that square and you in this one.
All right. Poke. 16 to hit it.
No. You you plunge.
Wildly like, okay.
Yeah.
Like
You contact it, but the fur is thicker than you expected, and you plunge your dagger into its fur, and you only get fur.
Because she probably went for that dig in and was assuming she'd get more contact before she retreated in the back up. And so it's like, oh shoot, I didn't go all the way. Dang it!
I believe that Felice also had a readied action.
Yes.
Stabby stab. Stab it is stab, stab,
Um,
stab. Because you have, I think you only
Yep.
do the one though.
And then we have to hit the spell.
Only two.
Yeah, so go hit the spell.
Wait, there's a spell?
I readied a spell that hits when. So it's level 1. Ensnaring Strike.
Oh.
And
Somewhere
is your weapon a magical weapon?
Lana's is, she's using the poison dagger. It's not activated though, so they don't have to worry about. Oh, wait, how do we
I guess it would be that.
attack? Like that?
Yeah, because it's when you hit it with a weapon attack before the spell ends.
Did that go through? Did not go through. Trying to figure out how to send the description through.
Where's the
That was the trap. That's the description. Save healing damage effects.
Ensnaring strike. Let me sort it out.
Okay.
Oh, there's the button.
There it is.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So a strength save.
Oh, so in the next time we'll want to use this for the attack period because it has
Well,
an
it's a
attack
bonus
roll.
action.
Yeah, but see how it has the attack roll.
Oh, so you don't. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so just as a.
I thought it was.
Please don't penalty. Attack didn't make it through. But the strength save is saved.
Right. Yeah. So it's not restrained.
Okay. Darn. Okay. Well, I don't think I can't make any in this situation, right?
You can't
Because
make
it's an
what?
attack of opportunity or something.
You can't make what? Sorry.
Any additional attacks?
You readied an action to attack, so yes, you may make your second attack.
I can do my cool.
Oh, your bonus. Then you want to scroll up. And then what?
Go to weapons.
Offhanded sword.
Offhand.
And what the results are.
No.
Back and forth. Oh, that's sad. All right, and I will. Well, I'll just stay put and be ready.
Yeah, I mean that was a readied action to attack, so.
Right.
Right. So it's landed, and it is going to make 2 melee attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. The bite is going to be... Actually, both of these will be at Felice. Nine. 18 and 20 to hit.
They both hit.
Okay. The first attack with its bite does 8 points of piercing damage. I need you please to make a
Not working again.
Constitution. I'll do it for you.
A con save?
Yes, please. You fail. At the start of each of your turns, you lose 3d6 hit points from blood loss, as the bite is a gashing wound. So hits with this attack. Okay. The second attack is also with its bite. Blood loss. Okay. And does 13 points. And the blood loss increases by another 3d6. So it's going to be 6. It's going to be 6d6 on the start of your turn.
Okay.
Snaps.
Yeah.
And then Bastian, it is your turn. Let's see. Yep, your turn, Bastian.
All right. Is it close enough to hit with my hammer?
You're going to have to move 1 square.
1 space forward.
Yep, to there.
All right. Bastion will cast Healing Word on what's her face?
Felice.
Thank you. Felice.
Thank you.
For 8 HP.
Okay.
Hopefully that takes care of the bleeding damage.
Well, we'll see at the start of her turn.
Or she'll turn into a bear. Then he'll proceed to whack it with his cavalry hammer.
Yep.
I guess it does matter. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
It's like whacking a mattress. And that is Bastion's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with your token. I think I'm going to have to replace it, Felice, between this one and next time. Okay. At the end of Bastian's turn, the bear will make a claw attack against you, Bastian.
All right. Is it the beginning of the bear's turn, or is this a lair action?
This is a legendary action.
Okay.
Plus claw is 9. 25 to hit.
It's a solid hit.
Plus 5. He slashes you for 10 points of slashing damage.
All right. Do you remember how concentration works?
Yes. In this case, he hasn't done... it is just a flat 10 at this stage, because it hasn't done that much damage to you. Yeah.
All right. Bastion passes. Grunts as the claws scrapes against his metal leg.
Yep. So that was at the end of your turn. And then we've got a lair action. Because, you know, we need more. Okay. He roars. And... a whole stack of giant bees fly up from the chasms.
As they enter Bastion's area of effect with 15 feet, they take damage.
Sure.
Do you want me to roll once or more?
Roll
or
it once and
individually
I'll
for each
apply
one?
it to each.
14 radiant damage, and remember, 15-foot radius, the movement speed is halved.
Correct. Where am I? So they have 13 health, so that one dies, and that one dies. Okay. So that is the lair action. Done.
Oh, wow. I'm still a bear.
You are still a bear.
All right. Let's tell Spicy to turn around and march back the way he came and grab that bear.
Okay. Okay. As in make a grapple or just attack?
No, he'll just do his normal attacks.
Okay, he's got +6. That's a miss and a miss.
Lame. He'll also, I'll have him move into the creature's space to make him take some fire damage.
Okay. Touches the
so
elemental or hits it, takes d10 fire damage, yep. First time it enters a creature's space, yep. So 8, yep. He takes it.
Oh, now it's on fire and it'll keep taking that. In the meantime, I guess I'm still a bear.
So...
I don't know. Don will move into the middle of the space. And just wait it out there, I guess. Well, no, he'll run all up. I'll make a bear attack against the other bear. No, I'm not close enough for that. Out of my range. So I'll just move into the middles, so maybe next time I can make it into range.
Sounds good. Okay, and Lana.
All right, Lana's gonna think she does best, and that's stabbing and running away. So, here we go. Come on, stabity stab, because we're going to use that poison dagger. Although it's not, doesn't have the stuff going on. So we have 17 to hit. Does it work this time?
17? No.
Yeah. Dang. I was like, gosh darn it, but she is going to now back up towards this wall area and the oh shoot, there's bugs here. Okay, those are some seriously big bees. But I'm gonna be kind of hereish and
Okay. If that's the end of your turn, then the bear will take another legendary action to swipe at Bastion again. Apparently this bear is powerful. He only got a 14 this time, Bastion.
Bastion blocks a swipe with his shield, staggering underneath the strength of the blow.
Alright, Felice.
Okay, so I've got. Okay.
Actually, no. So, ignore that because you got magically healed.
Nice.
So, your wounds did close upon being magically healed by Bastion.
Okay.
You, sorry, I should have said, but yeah. So that happens at the start of your turn. You would have taken the bleed damage. So yeah,
Okay.
very good, Bastion. You've
Nice.
prevented that.
It's a miracle. Good job. Thank you, Pat. All right. Well, I'm gonna attack with my swords.
Okay, neither of which hits.
Okay. So I'm going to. I can't just. I guess I'm gonna stay put and keep fighting.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he gets another legendary action to attack Bastion again for 28 to hit.
That's definitely a hit.
2d6 plus 5. Slashing. 14 with another one of its massive claws. And then
I believe I failed that concentration save and throw.
Yes. So Spirit Guardians goes away.
I believe so. I think it's a concentration spell.
Yep. Okay. So your dwarves bow to you, I guess, before disappearing. And he starts his turn. He does take the fire damage from Spicy. So I'll just quickly roll. It's a D10, I think. 7.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to. Did you update your token, Bastion, too, with the?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So on his turn, he is going to, I think, focus on Bastion because he's seen you, because you've healed. Although he's in a rage. No, he's just, so I'll do a claw against Bastion and a bite against Felice at this stage. So the claw against Bastion is 25 to hit,
That's a hit.
plus 5 for 11, and the bite attack, plus 9, against Felice is only 13, Felice. I'm guessing that misses.
That does miss, yes.
Good for you.
Word.
So that is his actions. Bastian.
Enough! Bastion will slam his hammer into the ground and cast maximize level 5 shatter
Indeed.
in this lovely little space right here that includes the bear but no one else.
Okay.
And he is using his channel divinity on this.
Ooh, okay. And a con save, plus 5. He fails. 48 thunder damage. Boom. Yeah, that's a massive hit. He
You
is...
can see parts of the cave just cracking underneath the floor.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to use legendary resistance on that. You think that he fails, and then he just like turns his face upon you, says, just growls, and instead succeeds on the saving throw. Because, you know, legendary creatures.
It's still 24 points of damage.
Sure is. He is 60, not quite bloodied yet. Anything else on your turn, Bastian?
Nope, that's it for Bastion.
Okay, we have a lair action. With his lair action, he is going to... Actually, no, we've got bees. So, let's see. We'll do bees. Bees.
This counts as one of its turns, right?
The bees are acting at the end of initiative on their own initiative.
1 fire damage. Woo!
1 fire damage. They're not going to quite make it. I think this one will fly into Bastian's thing and disappear. Oh no, because, sorry, he doesn't have it up anymore.
Yeah, it was nice while it lasted. Like a giant fly swatter.
So, one against Lana, one against Felice, another one against Felice, another one against Lana. Okay, so all of these giant bees are going to make attacks. So I've got one against Bastian. What I'm going to do is we'll go Bastian, Felice, Felice, Lana, Lana, Dawn, oops, Alina, and Alina. Alright, one against Bastian misses.
Alright.
The one against Felice crits, and then the second one against Felice misses. The one against Lana hits, the second one against Lana misses. The one against Dawn crits. The ones against Alina both hit. So, for those that took a hit, it is going to be... I'm just going to do the average here. It's going to be 5 piercing, and whoever got hit also needs a Constitution save, please.
What kind of save?
Constitution. Okay. The DC for the Constitution save is 11. I also need one from Felice. You there?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
muted.
sorry, we're trying
It's
to.
up.
Yeah. Okay, but you added it back.
I did. Do you need
But I need it
okay.
off.
Sorry. So don't just tap. So hang on. You get that. Click it up. Now -5.
Okay, apparently I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Okay, and the other thing was. Sorry. Go.
Okay. So you've saved.
Oh.
Lana
Actually,
saved.
did well.
Yeah. Alina is hurting. So only Don gets poisoned. So, Don, you take another 10 poison. But this is in your bear form. So, let me look that up. What page am I on? 126. Brown bear. Okay. So we'll do this. And you took 15. So that would be 19. Okay. There we go. So that is that. Lena's looking wounded. All of you have gone. That's the thing. Okay, done. You got. Because you got damaged, do you want to make me a wisdom? No. Yeah, it's a Constitution save again. Okay, you're still a bear.
Not very good at the saving thing, apparently.
Alright, so you're still a bear. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna eat that bee.
Yes.
Not literally. I'm gonna squish it. Start with that.
Cool. So you've got +5 on it. Yeah, +5. And the most damaging attack that you've got is your claws. You can make one attack with your bite and one attack with your claws. Both are at +5, so feel free.
Let's go with claws.
Boom. You do 2d6 +4. Should probably be enough to kill it. You'll need to do slightly above average to kill it.
What was the damage again?
2d6 +4. I can roll it if... Okay. Not quite enough, but hey, it's wounded.
Cool. Let's move on to the fire elemental.
Yeah. Very good.
He'll move into... Well, yeah. He'll move into the bear space again.
Fire elemental, well, yeah, it's still there, yep. Rolling... Okay. What happened there? I'm not seeing that. That's annoying. Oh, it's just 7 damage. Is that right?
Yeah, 7 damage from the fire.
Got it.
17 to hit with his touch attack.
No.
Reaches forth his flaming hand.
No. Sorry. You need 18.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all he has. Next turn.
Yeah. The end of Don's turn. The bear will attack Bastian. For 22, Bastian.
Let me double check. That is a tie with my armor class.
So just barely.
Ah.
Okay. 11 damage. And then it's Lana's turn.
Alrighty. What she's been trying to do. One. Oh. Disengage from the bees. But she disengages from the bees, she can't disengage from the bear.
Correct.
Well, I guess it's the bees. And like, yeah, obviously not happy that they hurt her, but kind of also in this like, I raise you for a living, and is that gonna go through? Nope, that's not gonna go through. Okay, let's go. Dagger. Doop 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 doop. Attack, stabbing at a bee for 25 to 8 piercing. The poison is not activated, and she cries a little inside when she doesn't feel the support and awesome team nearby. So no
I'm not
sneak
close
attack.
enough.
I don't think you are.
No. Sorry.
Sorry.
Because you have to. Because I'm attacking
Well, you're
these
the one who
bees
put
here.
yourself there. I guess I should
Yeah.
apologize. Left me, not the other way around.
And she will the. I'm just gonna back up to you, and oh my gosh, you got bees too.
She's got A, B.
I see two, but
There were
yeah.
Oh,
two.
she's 2, yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that one.
So we'll say this one was. She swiped at for 8 piercing.
Alright. Cool. At the end of Lana's turn, we've got a legendary action as the bear is getting annoyed with this fire and is going to attack poor fire elemental
Oh no.
for 27 to hit.
I think its armor class is 13.
For 12 points, let me have a look here. It has 102. And minus 12.
It also takes the bear takes 7 fire damage for touching the fire elemental.
Arrgh. Okay. Fire hurt. Okay, that was the end of Alana's turn. Felice.
All right. Well, these bees are really obnoxious, so she's going to attack them with her short swords.
Sure.
She'll start with I guess this one that's right in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Eek. So let's see. So both weapons.
You need a 12 to hit,
I only hit with one of them.
and that can't be right. The damage can't be right.
Why is it minus? What?
I don't know. Because we're losing. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. So it'll be.
Okay. Oh, that must have been from.
It'll just be 1 damage.
Okay. And then
yeah.
she'll go in with her second attack.
The dagger heals it.
Why I have that condition?
It'll be well, yeah. I'll have to look at your character between now and next time.
We did something that gave me a -2, but I don't remember.
Yeah, but it really shouldn't be on your sheet. I'm gonna say that you've done a total of 5. Feel like
Okay.
that's as fair as I can be.
Okay. And then I don't know. I'm just gonna keep holding my ground, I guess.
Yeah. On the bear's turn. I'll do that this time. Bear will attack Bastion with 2 sets of claws, I guess, because it sees that you're made of metal. 16 won't
Both
hit,
of those
21
miss.
won't hit. Okay.
Bastion manages to deflect the beast's paws before it does any serious damage.
The bear also regenerates 10 hit points. Okay. Upon regenerating, everyone can make me a nature check. And Felice, you get advantage.
1 fire damage.
Okay. Lana and Felice. Especially Felice, but Lana too.
Yes.
You do not think that this is a beast. It looks like a beast. Smells like a beast.
Doesn't feel like this.
But Felice, your gut tells you that there's fey magic going on. But it seems distorted to you, and you can see in this creature's eyes some sort of overtaking rage that is controlling this creature's actions. So, do with that what you will. That's the end of the bear's turn. Bastion.
All right, Bastion's turn. He'll go ahead and cast a level 4 maximize shatter. Same location. This should include the bear and one of the bees. And I will need con saves.
No, the bee will just die. The bear saves. and takes 20. Most definitely we are bloodied. Anything else?
It's healing. We have to take it down. End turn.
All right. With its lair action, all around it, the floor is going to tremble and shake. Anyone in a 20-foot radius needs to make me a strength save.
4 fire damage.
So the DC is 15. So Bastian fails. Need one from Felice and one from Lana. Lana fails. Felice succeeds. For those that failed, you take 7 bludgeoning damage and fall prone. For those that succeeded, you do not take either of those effects. The ground continues to tremble until its next lair action. And while the ground is trembling, it is difficult terrain. So it's difficult terrain for this round. That is its lair action. I'm guessing Felice would have the presence of mind to, as a free action out of turn, say that this thing might be Fae.
Right. Yeah, this isn't an ordinary bear. Something's up here magical, like Fae magical.
I'm no ordinary bear.
And Lana would kind of whip her head like,
The Dawn Bears say, which loosely translated means "I told you so."
All right.
At a glance, is there anything abnormal about this area? Like there's the 2 braziers and then the thing the bear was sitting on.
It's the honey. It's the honey.
Is there anything abnormal? Yes. You think that there's something where the bear was sitting on that doesn't seem quite right.
I see something where the bear was sitting. It doesn't look quite right.
Cool. We're getting somewhere. Don, you can make a save to not be a bear. You're still a bear.
I like being a bear. Apparently. All right. I'm gonna claw this bee in front of me again.
It's just gonna die, but it's dead.
All right. Donald spend his move back to back the way he came. Let's go see if I can help out with those other bees. And Spicy is gonna go walk into the bees that Lana's fighting with.
Okay.
Well, one of them. He can't walk into both.
Okay. And that one will die because Lana designated that was going to be the one that. There we go. That she attacked. Cool.
Lana suddenly feels spicier next to you.
And at the end of Don's turn, I have a legendary action.
Oh.
And this time, we are going to... going to roar. All creatures within 90 feet need a wisdom save.
Does this include the bees?
No, the bees are friendly to it.
Bugger. 15. Alright, ready for your wisdom?
Ooh, Bastion, that's insane.
Ouch. Very nice.
Oh wow.
So 15 for Lana, 10 for Felice.
So, Don and Felice, you are frightened.
Yeah, I've been frightened. Oh, sorry.
I've been scared this whole time. About time my rules reflect.
Everyone else, you are immune to its frightful roar.
Excellent.
So while frightened, just reiterating, you need to spend your turns moving away from it, and you can't target it.
I'll move away from it.
That was the end of Don's turn. Lana.
Stabby stab bee. Now that I feel empowered by my people nearby. Come on, come on, come on. Man.
Spicy may have your back, but it'll make you feel uncomfortable.
Well, we got 19 to hit with 7 piercing.
Yes, you hit.
And sneak attack.
It just dies.
1 extra. That's right, you die. Oh.
And you know what? The other one dies.
Nice.
That's splash damage, because that makes total sense.
Yeah, they're swarming. It's fine.
It does do splash damage, Mary, but it's poison splash because it's the bee exploding, and the bees are immune to poison.
Yeah, I'm just envisioning that instead of like the typical stabby stab with the knife, she just flat out just arc back, and both bees got gutted.
Nice. All right. That's the end of your turn, I'm guessing.
Yes, because there's really, yeah, she's okay with where she's at.
And make a melee attack against Bastion, which is the last legendary action of this turn. Plus 5 is 15 to you, Bastion. Slowly wailing you down.
And this time, electricity will arc from Bastion to the bear as it makes a mistake of touching him. And he unleashes Wrath of the Storm,
Excellent.
dealing
12.
12 lightning damage and pushing it back 10 feet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I know it's a stair, but
It's a honey pit.
Okay. Felice.
so question, this area here where this stair is, oops, right here,
Yeah.
is that a wall or is that an exposed stair?
It's just like rocks piled on top of each other to be like a staircase.
Oh, okay. So it's not like closed off. Well, she has to move away. I think she goes this way.
I mean, Bastion's, yeah, and especially because Bastion's pointed out that something is strange about the area where the bear came from. There's these things that he can see. There are 4 of them, but he can't make them out from where he is. But
Okay.
doesn't seem normal.
So I do have Eyes of the Eagle, which lets me see faraway objects as if they're up close.
Oh, okay. They are runes.
Are they dwarven?
In that case, I'm going to continue.
No, they are not dwarven.
I see runes, but they're not dwarven. 4 of them.
I've got a guess as to what they might be.
Yep.
Check it out.
Okay. So you've moved. Do you want to dash? Because that'll get you closer.
Well, I am under the fear condition, so that would make sense.
All right, let's move you again closer.
It's behind me.
Oh, ruins. I like
Okay, very good.
Great.
Since you're pretty close to them now, do you want to make me an Arcana check or something?
10 fire
Yes,
damage
or
this time.
something. Let's see. I think I have a. I believe. Let's see. Okay, let's look here. I think, yeah, Arcana check will work just fine.
Yep, you have advantage. 13.
Okay.
You think they're Fae, but not of a Fae that you know.
Alrighty.
Horse brood, everybody.
And there's dark, shadowy magic coming from them. So that's kind of why you don't really think that you know what type of Fae.
Okay.
You've studied High Elf and Wood Elf and maybe a tiny little bit of Drow. This does not seem like any of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Its turn. It regains hit points. Gosh. It's gonna come
You
over.
take that 10 fire damage.
I killed a bee with it.
No, it's the bear's still on fire.
Okay. Minus 10. Lana, I've got 2 attacks coming your way. It's going to be a bite and claws.
She stepped away.
I know.
Okay.
You're still... He moved towards you.
No, I mean, she left the room for...
Okay.
Literally. But she's coming.
21 and 20. I'm guessing both of those hit.
Yeah.
I get it.
So it's going to be a total of 22 damage, and I need a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Coming right up. And you said 22?
Correct. You
Alright, there's the
fail.
con. Ooh, she's bloody.
So if you don't get healed,
Oh.
you'll get the blood loss
I'm going to
thing.
be bleeding out. Awesome.
That's its turn. Bastion.
Alright, so first off, Bastion will go ahead and cast a level 5 spell, Cure Mass Wounds. It should target, let's see.
Probably.
It should target up to 6 creatures. I'd encourage that to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of us, including the summon and the NPC, Alana.
Sure.
And we all heal 12 HP.
Nice.
Thank you.
And Lana's bleeding stops. Okay.
Still hurt, but
Then after that, Bastion will move down the staircase, past Lana, and in front of the bear, and he'll bang his shield with his hammer, and he'll say, "Come on, face me, you beast."
At the end of your turn, it'll take a legendary action to face you.
Ah, I was just kidding.
Oh!
Oh,
Ouch.
That would be 24.
oh, thank goodness. Bastion.
The Bastion gets hit a good one. Gears go flying, but he's still somehow on his feet. And he grits his teeth, and lightning arcs between him and the bear as he uses Wrath of the Storm on it. 15 points of damage.
It's very, very, very wounded at this point. We've got a lair action. Yeah, he'll just slash out at you again, Bastion. Yeah, he'll hit.
8 fire damage on the bear.
Alright. 8 fire damage on the bear. And 7. Oh man. -8. Alright.
Bastion is still
On
standing.
one.
Somehow. One of his arms is limp. There's sparks coming from his gears. It's incredible he's still up. But those sparks spark back with another Wrath of the Storm for another 9 damage.
Another 9. Wow. Alright. Don, you think anything that you do to this thing will probably bring it down?
Spicy, it's your time to shine. Spicy's gonna move up and around Bastion and into the bear.
Yep. Oh, no. Okay, you want to make an attack as well? There you go. That's not enough.
That's a 10 to hit.
Man. Unfortunate on that one there.
Also, sorry, I'm transitioning between computers right now.
Okay.
But also knocking the bear back 10 feet for attacking Bastion.
Ooh. Alright, it's going to need to make a save here. Oh, it saves from being pushed over. Doesn't fall into the chasm. Don, do you want to make a save? To see if you can come back to your normal form, finally?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, man. Nope, you're still a bear.
Gonna run away.
Lana, you think you could bring this thing down?
Now she's seeing opportunity. You're cornered. I am going to so hit you if I roll higher than a 10. Which, 50-50 chance, right?
Right.
I don't have any. Yeah, thank you. I don't have any inspiration, so she marches up, feeling rather confident, with a beautiful 17 do not hit, and she just goes,
No!
just kidding, and goes behind the elemental.
Alright, Felice, this is your chance to do something with these runes.
Yes. Felice is absolutely going to close in on them and check them out.
Investigation.
Investigation.
With
Nobody
advantage.
got time for that. Break them.
My my thing ought to kick in for that one.
Absolutely.
So that's really cool. Oh. Why did it pull up all that other stuff too?
Not sure.
I don't know. Oh, because it's all the things that I could have. Okay. But it should be the last one, right? Because, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many things. So what you discover, even though you're not familiar with these runes, you figure it out. You figure it out. They're of a language that you've studied, so you can figure it out. These are runes of shadow elves, otherwise known that, well, you don't know this information, but we'll give it to you anyway. Otherwise known, let me, bring up the name of it here. Sorry, we'll get there. As the Calibrin. Okay. Okay. The Calibran were ancient Zendric elves who were the mightiest conjurers and necromancers that the world has ever seen.
Ooh.
And you managed to figure out that these runes are here to capture and enrage the king of the Fae.
No.
And you believe that if you destroy them, that that bear is the ancient king of the Fae.
Oh
You
my
can be like
God.
shouting out down to.
And do I think I know how to destroy them?
Yes, I would allow that you spend your entire turn doing so.
I lost you.
Henceforth, releasing the ancient king of the Fae from his millennia-long transformation into an enraged dire bear.
Whoa. Okay, so we missed the part where you said how.
You just do it.
Okay, I just do it. Yay.
All right.
With a hammer.
We are way above time. So
So much fun.
we will be able to talk with him next time because we don't have time to do that now. Thanks for bearing with us and for staying. Yes.
Thank you.
All the puns. Yes. I'm going to stop the recording here. Thanks to anyone that was watching, and we'll catch you next time.